Those who survived overprotective parents. What happened when you forced them to live by their own rules? After my older brother Tyler died when he snuck out to meet friends and got hit by a drunk driver, my mother completely lost it. She created suffocating safety rules that would control every moment of my life for the next 6 years. I'm keeping you safe, she kept saying, as if locking me in a cage was the same as protecting me. The rules were extensive and non-negotiable. Absolutely no leaving the house after 5 p.m. Regardless of the reason, 1 hour of supervised friend time per week at our house only with her present, 30 minutes of supervised E-rated video games daily, soft foods only to prevent choking, 3-minute bathroom breaks with the door unlocked because she'd read that's where teens hurt themselves most often, removal of my bedroom door entirely, all phone calls on speaker with her listening, she could take my phone at any moment to read all my texts, and mandatory bedtime at 9 p.m. sharp with no exceptions whatsoever. I endured 6 years of this treatment before escaping to college, then immediately moved across the country and limited contact to holiday calls. We barely spoke for 10 years until last month when she showed up at my door with a suitcase and tears in her eyes. My stepdad had died, leaving massive gambling debts. The bank had foreclosed on the house, and she had nowhere else to go. I need somewhere to stay, she said, looking smaller than I remembered, just temporarily while I figure things out. I looked at the woman who had stolen my entire adolescence in the name of safety, who had made me the weird kid with no friends, no social life, and no normal teenage experiences. You can stay, I said slowly, if you follow the house rules. She looked relieved at this. Of course, sweetheart, whatever you need. No, Mom, I mean your house rules, the exact ones that kept me safe all those years. Yeah, where's my room? She had no idea what she'd just agreed to. Day 1 started with her laughing at the schedule I printed, but the laughter died when her doctor called about rescheduling her blood pressure appointment to 5 p.m. Sorry, that's after the 5 p.m. curfew, I explained calmly. Since Tyler died at night, there are no exceptions, remember? But I'm an adult. I need my medication. No exceptions. Your rule. By day 3, the friend time restriction was taking its toll when her best friend Janet came to visit. Your friend can stay for exactly 1 hour, and I'll be supervising the entire time, I announced, positioning myself between two 70-year-old women trying to have coffee while I interrupted any conversation that seemed potentially unsafe. When Janet asked if they could have some privacy, I reminded them that Mom never gave me privacy with friends because it was too dangerous, and Janet left after 20 minutes. Day 5 introduced the soft food rule when she tried to make chicken for dinner. That's not soft food, I said, removing her plate and replacing it with applesauce, mashed potatoes, and overcooked pasta. You could choke on anything harder than this. This is ridiculous. I have teeth. Safety first. No exceptions. Every meal became the same rotation of baby food consistency items, and she lost 8 pounds in 2 weeks. The bathroom timer during week 2 was particularly humiliating when I stood outside counting down 3 minutes while she was mid-shower. Time's up, I called, and she had to exit with shampoo still in her hair. But I'm not done. 3 minutes is plenty. You told me that for 6 years. The video game rule seemed especially pathetic watching her play Cooking Mama while I supervised to ensure she didn't get overstimulated. The phone calls on speaker created awkward situations when her lawyer called about the estate, her doctor about confidential test results, and her sister about their mother's will, all while I listened to every word. This needs to be confidential, her lawyer protested. Can't I have one private conversation? No privacy allowed. Safety first. Your exact words. Week 3 brought brutal realizations as the 9 p.m. bedtime meant she missed every evening activity, including book club, church services, and her sister's birthday dinner. Everything collapsed when her brother suffered a massive heart attack and was admitted to a hospital 3 hours away with visiting hours until 9 p.m. I have to go see him, she sobbed desperately. After 5 p.m.? Absolutely not. But he's dying. Remember when you told me to suck it up when my best friend died? You said even death doesn't override safety protocols. She sat by the window watching the clock hit 5 p.m. and then 9 p.m. and her brother died that night alone while she remained trapped by her own rules, unable to attend his funeral scheduled for 6 p.m. By day 28, she sat on her doorless bedroom floor eating mushy carrots, phone silent. Please, I can't live like this anymore, she whispered. I lived like this for 6 years, I replied. No prom because it was after 5 p.m. No boyfriend because what teenage boy wants to sit in your living room with your mom watching? No friends, no life because you were so terrified of losing another child that you suffocated the one you still had. She broke down completely as understanding finally hit her. I was so scared after Tyler died that I couldn't lose you too. So you lost me anyway. The only difference is I'm still alive. She was gone within 24 hours. Where she went wasn't my problem.